Welcome back to the channel. Today we're just going to do a very short review video. So I haven't been driving this thing for a while because the tires are about bald. And I wanted to get a much wider tire. In order to do that, this says 275s. I think you can put 295s and 305s. I think will stretch onto there. They'll not stretch, but they'll fit. I don't think it looks the best. They kind of pooch you out. And I wanted to get much more tire. So I bought these from American Muscle. It's MRR392. It's a 20 by 11. And I've also purchased Nitto NT555R2 315 3520s. So they are big. Now the pictures on their site showed that they fit, and marginally how close they were from sticking out. So we're not going to do a whole lot, except for I'm just going to take these off. I'm going to put them side by side so we can see the width of it. And then I'll put them on the car, and we'll kind of look around, see what kind of clearance we have. Let's get to it. Looks like the height's a little taller, but to be fair, a lot more wear on this tire. But the width, 275, 315. That's a fatty. And all in all, the wheels look very much like the originals. Of course, these are just clean. These are about just as shiny when they're clean, but they're not. Because this has the six pod up front and the 4s in the back. And I don't know if the 4s do it as bad. This also has the floating rotors. It makes a shit ton of brake dust no matter what I do. But it works awesome. Oh, let's put it on. It does fit, but unlike all the pictures on their site, it sticks out just a little further than their pictures showing, which they probably took it at a certain angle on purpose, maybe. But like it looks good, but it is sticking out. It's not that bad. Right there. It's sticking out just a bit. It looks a little silly. But it does fit. It doesn't look that bad. Maybe it's not their fault. Looking with my eyes, it looks like it sticks out a good bit. Looking through the camera on the phone, it looks pretty good. New. Old. I mean, the old was actually pretty good. If you haven't noticed, got rear-ended by a Bronco. Wasn't awesome. Still working on that. But tire width wise, scrawny, fat. So now that I see what it looks like, and it looks right now, the plastic guard in the back is barely touching, and in the front is, what's it touching right there? It's touching about right here. Something that feels a little more solid. So I'm going to figure out what that is. Whatever it's touching, you could probably wheel spacer it, but then it's going to stick out even more and look a little silly. Now if you want to do the wide body skirts or the wide body fender flares and stuff, probably perfect, a little spacer and call it good, which we may do one day. I didn't want to ruin it because I thought, oh, the car is perfect, but that guy that hit me in the Bronco kind of unperfected it for me. So now we got more plans. I still plan on fixing the Dakota first, but this needed tires. But it's got boost in its future. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get wider wheels and tires while I had to buy tires anyway. I'm going to jack it up and see what that is. It's not awesome. Behind the plastic is the body. So it is, I got it. Like, it's touching the plastic, and once I move the plastic, it may clear the body. And I'll probably just give it a little love tap. But I'll take this back off after putting the other side on, and we'll see how that goes. I don't want to spacer it out. Now that I've looked some more, I'm not going to hit anything with a hammer. I thought it was like the very lip of the body, Like where it's pinched together, that wouldn't bother me so much, but it's not. There's this raised up spot right here where it's hitting, and I do not want to bash that in. Drove it, and it really doesn't rub. If you can see, let me get the camera on, the light on. You see right back here where it's tight. Let's see. See where it's barely rubbed right there? It's still got clearance, but it is tight. Right there. See, it's still got a little bit, but it's very, very tight. Let's check the other side. Yeah, same. Now that it's rolled and settled, it has clearance. It's just really, really close. I think I'll get some tow arms to adjust those out, to give it a little more clearance, and should actually help with some fuel economy and some grip, so that we don't have that toe in. I'm sure it's great for stability or something. We'll also look in the arms. I don't want to move the top out because that's going to make it stick out more. I'm going to move the bottom in, which will get it closer to the front, but then when we tow out, hopefully a combination of all those things, and they'll fit better without spacers. But right now you can run them. If you took I'm going to scrub on the plastic a little bit, but it depends on how much you care. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to drive it far. That was probably all I'm going to drive it until I get my tow arms in, and tow arms will solve that part of it. But there they are. And Paco. It looks super goofy with the camber, with it sticking out the side. You don't realize just how much is in it when the tire is up under the car. But that's it, guys. I wish it fit just a little better, but you are not just throwing these on without a little spacer or without them poking out the side. But it'll be alright. We'll get through it. Thank you for watching.